What's that? Oh! Time to start the show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next episode of Horace Filbourn Presents It's Friday.
It's Friday!
It's Friday! Hi, everybody. I am Michael Matlock Fajitas Wyatt.
I'm Rachel Caluso Tuna Play.
And I'm Amy Clarice Sterling Green Bean Freer. What's your special edition favorite detective quarantine name? It's your favorite detective plus what you last ate. Comment below and let us know. So, Caluso Tuna, what was the biggest mystery of your week?
Well, I got like a few weird phone calls with the New York area code, and then one with a Philly area code, and then one with a Province area code. But nobody left messages, and I don't really want to call anybody back. But I'm really interested to figure out what the heck happened.
You should be careful, Caluso. What's your arch nemesis's name again?
It's Artemidius.
I heard there have been recent Artemidius sightings in New York and Philadelphia.
No.
Yeah, like a lot.
I'm glad you didn't pick up that phone call.
What about you, Clarice Sterling? What's your biggest mystery of the week?
The biggest mystery of my week was why the bee kept hanging out near my chair. Turns out it was a carpenter bee making a hole in the wood and laying its egg. Who sent the carpenter bee? Who do you think?
Do you have any enemies?
Do I have any enemies? I have a lot.
Be careful out there, Clarice.
Matlock Fajitas, what mystery did you have to solve this week?
Well, my eldest child woke up in the morning and her pajamas had shrunken in the night. And I don't know how it happened.
Are you sure your oldest child is still your oldest child?
You're not saying that she was replaced?
Could it be a changeling? Or someone in disguise and they got the wrong size disguise at the store?
Gee, I hope not. She's sleeping upstairs.
Or is she? Oh, now Horace would like to tell us about his newest novel.
This week's novel is called Domestic Intentions. Doctoral student Rebecca Playa was on the fast track to becoming the first licensed pet psychologist for the recently deceased when a strange string of disturbing prank phone calls sends our heroine on a wild yet sensual path of self-enlightenment and a lower rate on her car insurance. After one wild night of ice fishing, Rebecca finds herself in the company of a one-legged ex-pirate named Amelia Fryer. This maritime spitfire was driven mad at sea from a strange buzzing sound coming from her wooden leg. Turns out it was a carpenter bee all along, and also joined by top hat enthusiast Mark Wyatt, whose sole purpose in life is to seek revenge on the Changeling Empire for kidnapping his daughter and replacing her with a taller decoy. Domestic Intentions is the story of how bribery, a nice pair of woolen mittens, and some cheap street magic can join three completely different individuals together and trick them into doing anything.
So, I mean, I don't know. There's something about that book that's like a little bit unsettling to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
It's just a little too familiar.
The whole time I read it, it felt like someone was watching me through the window.
It's a little close to home.
I agree.
It's shaken off.
Jeez. Just a story.
Well, In times like these, I turn to my items of nostalgia.
So, I've been buying eggs from my farm landlord. And so I've been saving all of the eggshells of our chickens, all the blue ones, because I think they're so beautiful. And they remind me of the beauty of summer's bounty. And then we decorate the apartment with them. And it brings back good memories of all the food we eat and all the good times we've had outside. How about you, Clarice?
My nostalgic item I always have sitting right beside me. It was probably 2007 when a beautiful young woman walked across the bell tower lawn at Temple University and handed these to me. That beautiful young woman may have no recollection of doing that. Little did she know I would treasure them for the rest of my life, taking them from Philadelphia to Seattle, then back to Philadelphia again. That young woman was Cluso Tuna! The whole time it was you, did you know that?
I mean, I guess I kind of knew once you told me, but as you said, I have no recollection. One of the great pities of my life.
What about you, Matlock Fajitas? What's your item of nostalgia?
The year was 2005, and a ragtag group of kids, fresh at Temple University, thought South Street was the epitome of sophistication. I happened upon a small thrifting facility on said street and bought this Thundercats vintage chalkboard, which hung in my apartment for a very, very long time.
Now it's time for the basic news.
So this week in celebrity gossip, things are getting weird. Even monkeys want to get on the front pages this week. I don't know if you guys heard, but monkeys have been stealing samples of the coronavirus from medical facilities.
That can't be true.
What are they doing with the coronavirus samples?
Well, I'm hoping they're going to come up with a cure before we do.
Or did our arch nemesis hire the monkeys?
Guys, I feel really embarrassed to ask this, but like, who's our arch? Who's our nemesis?
The real Cluso Tuna would know. I knew it. Katya. Alright, on to basic weather. It was a hot, gray, moist day in Philadelphia when she walked into my office. And that's all you need to know for the basic weather. Now for basic sports.
Alright, Charlie Baker's gotta open up the state for sports practice. So it looks like we're gonna get the Celtics, we're gonna get the Red Sox, we're gonna get the Boston Bruins, we're gonna get all the Boston sports ready. So get ready for the obnoxious assholes that are gonna be showing up here. And I can't wait, because I gotta get my sports in.
What just happened?
I think I had a seizure.
Who was that? Were those like real sports news? And
It's Charlie Baker opened up the sports.
our arch nemesis, Charlie Baker!
I knew it.
Take him, Cluso! Cluso! Avenge us!
Come on, Cluso.
I don't know. I mean, Charlie Baker's kind of well liked between everybody. I don't know, though. I lived in Rhode
No, he's our arch nemesis! Take him out!
Yeah. God,
Do it in a nice way.
your home base, Charlie Baker. You go back to the bat.
I'm so confused.
It's sports.
Now for a word from our sponsors.
Brought to you by Mr. Bruno's Sophisticated Gentleman Face Mask. Put your best face forward. And from Mademoiselle Lipstick's Mood Essence. For any occasion. For every occasion.
Terrified. Oh, hello? Oh, I'm concerned. It's a weird time. My God. Are my friends here?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our episode of Horace Filbourn Presents Friday with our very special guest, Dan Papa. A round of applause. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here. Big fan.
So Dan, we need to know your special edition quarantine name. So that's going to be your favorite detective plus the last food you ate.
I'll go with Columbo, and I ate some mozzarella and salami, so I'll be Columbo mozzarella.
Columbo mozzarella. Welcome to the show.
So, Columbo mozzarella, how's your quarantine been?
Oh, it's been pretty good. I am employed, which is nice, and I try to get out for walks in nature areas a lot with Elizabeth, and we discovered a nice new place called Palmyra Cove. It's on the Jersey side of the Delaware. It's like a wetlands area, kind of like John Hines, which is a cool discovery. And Elizabeth started some sourdough, trying to get me to mess with it, but it's a little too mad scientist for me, I think. And
he asking you to kind of blow on the sourdough?
yeah, just to nurture it, just to, treat it well.
The wild yeasts, if you will.
Too well for me. I read Moby Dick. That was cool. That was a cool adventure. I think it's pretty long, wacky, and a lot of whale facts in there.
Would you recommend it to our listeners?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Call me Ishmael, right?
Yeah.
Columbo mozzarella. So earlier in the show, we showed the audience some of our nostalgic junk. Is there any nostalgic junk you'd like to show us?
I keep a lot of nostalgic stuff, and drives Elizabeth, my partner, pretty crazy. She calls me a sentimental hoarder, but it is what it is. They remind me of old times. Let's go back to Boy Scouts. None. Yes. All right. We blow badges, and we made derby cars. So I kept my derby car. Yeah, did not win with this.
Do you remember that race clearly?
I remember not winning. Nice little piece of childhood art. That's the Delaware Water Gap. This says, think about what you think an adventure would look like. Draw a picture. Like raptor book. A lot of raptor facts in here. Like raptors have a nictating membrane. Nictating membrane. It's like the eye thing that
Oh yeah.
cleans their eye or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
So much stuff. Bonnaroo 2006 schedule.
Hey, who was your favorite? Do you remember your favorite performance from Bonnaroo 2006?
I mean, it was definitely Radiohead. I was mostly there for them, and recently they said that was their favorite festival show they ever played. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
This is my amateur archaeology. This is a bowl I found in the Delaware Water Gap. There was a hotel that burned down called the Kittatinny Inn. But I was walking around there, and I saw a little piece of this sticking up out of the bottom of a tree root. So I just sat there and dug it out for like however many minutes it took to get it out. And it's a nice little dish from the Kittatinny. I have some action figures. I have Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park, Captain Planet, and Gimli from Lord of the Rings. I got the Weezer Blue Album tape. Here's a Temple News article about Bamshire, and here's how it starts. On the third floor of Doc Watson's pub, where flashes from disco balls and strobe lights emanate from a dim smokiness, you'll find a zealous crowd of music lovers listening to bands passionately making music with their instruments. One band in particular, Bamshire, graces the stage with its music and lively presence. So yeah, we all know how that ended.
Do you think that's how they busted us?
That was a night we all shared.
Rachel, you weren't there, were you?
Oh hell yeah! Me and Doug Soriano were keeping check up in the attic. I was like, guys, I'm Jewish. Then I remember the SWAT team just coming down,
Oh my God.
finding the flashlights. I was like, guys, I'm just.
Michael, you hid in the closet, right, and then escaped?
Air conditioning unit in the bathroom. And so I went into the air conditioning unit and kneeled down behind it, and I counted like 2 minutes out or something. And when I opened the door, the entire third floor was completely empty. Like nobody was there at all. And I just walked down the back stairs or out the fire exit, like where all the band's equipment was. But Dan, you guys just like left because you're with the band, right?
They held us for a while, and then they let
You
us
guys
go.
had to like watch all of us be, because I remember when I lied, everyone was like, or like, no, when I didn't lie.
Yeah, one Rolling Rock.
You're like, did you drink? I'm like, I have one Rolling Rock. And everyone was like, the whole band was like, oh.
Here, I got some playing cards I don't use. All right, we're getting down to it. I got a Chuck Norris glove. It's pretty badass. Just one, yeah.
Oh.
No fingers. I have a recorder. iPhone 3GS. Chris Reber gave this to me. Okay, Sega Genesis, NBA Jam, Playbill from The Merchant of Venice with Al Pacino. Here's a Steve Tier original I found in a note, just in a random notepad. Etch-a-Sketch, still works. Here's a 16mm film I made in high school. All my comic cards collected here in a binder. Oh, the binder's cool. Algebra blocks.
Nice.
All right, last piece. It's an Atari ST computer, so I'm just holding on to it for, I don't know why, but like one day I want to see if it comes back. I need to get a monitor and a mouse and stuff. It's from the late 80s, and I had a lot of great games, so I kept it in my room like forever. I think that's it, guys. That was a journey.
That was a beautiful journey.
So tell us, Columbo Mozzarella, have you ever had your birth chart read to you?
You know, I think someone has tried to do it for me, but no, never a good official version. So,
Well, lucky for you, we all have very special connection to the stars. Everyone just connect real quick. It's not fair. All right, I think I'm starting to see something. It's your sun sign.
Your birthday is that late July. Yes, that makes you son of Leo. Regal lion. You're a loyal friend, open and sincere. Yes. Often, you lose yourself in work. Is that true?
it's true, yeah.
Tell me, what is it your work that you like so much?
Oh, filmmaking. I love to do that, and photography, and I work at a nonprofit called Scribe Video Center. Shout out to Scribe Documentary Filmmaking Center. Yeah, get wrapped up in that stuff.
I'm getting something in here. What does it say? You're trying to make the world a better place with your big dreams. Is that true?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Good for you.
The moon has come to me. Your moon is in Sagittarius, the adventurer. Columbo Mozzarella, do you like to throw yourself into the unknown and into adventure?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you agile?
For the most part, yeah.
Are you tough?
I can be kind of tough.
You have the moon to thank for that.
Didn't know.
Columbo Mozzarella, your ascending sign is in Gemini. Would you say that you relate to the phrase that you are extremely active by nature? You enjoy meeting people and doing different types of things.
Yes.
Would you also say that you could be classified as a restless spirit, someone who needs many different projects to keep his complex mind stimulated?
Oh yeah.
Then you have Gemini ascending to thank for those qualities. Would you also say that you like books and letters, deep reflection, and to talk to people for long hours?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you that. That's what you like. Also, that you seem ageless. Like an enigma, you always appear to be much younger than you actually are. The stars also say that you're extremely adaptive and inquisitive. We would label you a jack of all trades. I mean, I think the stars did it.
What is the most lying thing about you, Columbo Mozzarella?
Loyalty to my friends and family, probably.
The stars have spoken!
Columbo Mozzarella, I want you to make an ink blot that you can ask us and yourself what it makes you think of.
I'll read real quick. What is based on the Rorschach test, which is a psychological test in which subjects' perceptions of ink blots are recorded and then analyzed using psychological interpretation, complex algorithms, or both. will be using the psychological interpretation. Everybody show their picture.
I can't see. Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone put theirs down except for Matlock.
I see a caretaker, like a nurse or a mother, like.
I see I see a minotaur, like a mythological beast.
I also saw something horned. I feel like with its back to us and its arms raised in the air, like in victory, like someone with like a bunch of crowd below them, and they're like, yes.
Yeah, I actually see this as like a really warm, welcoming, and loving picture.
That's so interesting. All right, Cluso, would you like to show your drawing?
Like a chakra picture of like a human body. Very illuminating on like the heart, I guess, chakra that would be.
I see a river and the reflection of the sun in the river.
I see like sort of like some type of oyster with the pearls, but not one that exists for real, like one that could exist. All right, I'll go next.
That looks like a map to me, like a map of like the nothing coming.
To me, that looks like a modern day Santa delivering presents to the Hawaiian Islands.
I'm gonna say an alien landscape, an alien planet that's not welcoming.
I think it's the Mississippi River.
Very interesting. All right, Columbo Mozzarella. I see like when a robot, like the Terminator, like when their flesh melts off and you see like the metal skull beneath, like I see some sort of skull.
To me, it looks like I'm a new student at school. It's my first day, and he's drawing me a map of the cafeteria to tell me where the cool kids sit.
I see pain.
Interesting.
Pain and gain.
Michael, I love how sweet all of yours are.
Wait, can I take another look at it, Papa? So really, like, I also see, like, this character that's a mix between dinosaur and herb. Like, it's like if a Brontosaurus mixed with an Anis hyssop. That's what you're drawing.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
Does everyone feel like they've gained some self-knowledge?
I think I feel more okay with who I am.
All right, so I think to end the show, let's hold our Rorschach drawings. Clusa, will you begin? And we'll really, everything we learned today, we'll just put into this piece.
Tomorrow.
And tomorrow.
And tomorrow.
Reached in this petty pace from day to day.
The last syllable of recorded time.
And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death.
Out.
Out!
Brief candle.
Life's but a walking shadow.
Poor player.
That struts and frets his hour upon the stage.
And then hurt no more.
'Tis a tale told by an idiot.
Full of sound and fury.
Signifying nothing.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It has been another cerebral episode of Horace Filbourn Presents It's Friday. We would like to give a very special shout out to our special guest, Dan Papa.
Woo! Thank you for having me.
Have a great evening and an even better Friday. Good night. Hold hands. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.